March 3rd, 2024, a classified testing ground in Nevada. The morning sun casts long shadows across the desert as military observers watch something that shouldn't exist yet. A sleek, angular machine rolls across the sand dunes. No exhaust smoke, no engine roar, just an almost supernatural silence. Then it stops,
And
rotates its turret with mechanical precision, and fires. The target, a reinforced concrete bunker designed to simulate enemy fortifications, simply disappears, vaporized by a weapon system that calculated wind speed, target distance, projectile drop, and optimal impact point in 0.03 seconds. No human crew, no radio commands, no hesitation. The machine made that decision entirely on its own. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing isn't science fiction anymore. It's not a prototype. It's not coming someday. Artificial intelligence has officially entered the battlefield, and it's rewriting every rule of armored warfare that has existed for the past century. But here's the terrifying question that's keeping Pentagon strategists awake at night. When machines can think faster than humans, shoot more accurately than our best soldiers, and make life or death decisions without emotion or fear, what happens to the human element in warfare? Welcome to the dawn of the AI age. The future isn't coming. It's already here, and it's about to change everything. Let me tell you about the exact moment when science fiction became reality. It was 2019. Israeli engineers were testing their Iron Dome defense system when something unprecedented happened. The AI didn't just intercept incoming missiles, it learned. With each successful intercept, the system got smarter, faster, more precise. By the end of the test, it was predicting incoming trajectories and calculating interception points faster than the missiles were traveling. That wasn't just defense. That was digital evolution in real time. But the real breakthrough came in 2021, when DARPA's AI systems began beating human tank crews in every single combat simulation. Not by a little, by massive margins. The AI could process visual, thermal, and radar data simultaneously while calculating optimal firing solutions for multiple targets, all while driving at maximum speed across broken terrain. Human crews were operating with reaction times measured in seconds. The AI was operating in milliseconds. Captain Sarah Martinez, a 15-year armor veteran, describes her first encounter with AI-assisted targeting. I'd been the best gunner in my unit for 8 years. I could hit targets other crews couldn't even see. Then they showed me what the AI could do. It was like watching a master chess player compete against a 5-year-old. There was no comparison. But this wasn't just about faster reactions or better accuracy. The AI was doing something no human could ever do. It was thinking about dozens of variables simultaneously. Enemy movement patterns, ammunition types, weather conditions, friendly fire risks, collateral damage assessments, escape routes, optimal positioning for the next engagement. All of this in the time it takes you to blink once. The age of human-dominated armored warfare was over before most people even realized it had begun. So, what does an AI tank actually look like in 2025? Forget everything you think you know about armored warfare. Meet the Israeli Iron Wolf, the world's first fully autonomous main battle tank. No crew compartment, no life support systems, no human limitations. Just 45 tons of artificial intelligence wrapped in adaptive armor and armed with weapons that would make a science fiction writer jealous. Its brain processes information from 47 different sensors simultaneously. Visual spectrum cameras that can spot a human figure at 5 miles. Thermal imaging that can detect body heat through concrete walls. Acoustic sensors that can identify specific vehicle types by engine sound alone. Radar systems that can track multiple airborne threats while simultaneously scanning for ground-based enemy. But here's where it gets truly terrifying. It doesn't just see the battlefield, it understands it. The AI can analyze enemy movement patterns and predict where they'll be in 30 seconds. It can identify vehicle types estimate crew numbers, assess threat levels, and calculate optimal engagement strategies faster than you can say artificial intelligence. When it encounters a new enemy system, it instantly shares that information with every other AI unit in the network. They're not just individual tanks anymore. They're nodes in a collective digital consciousness that spans entire theaters of operation. Lieutenant Colonel David Chen, who's been testing these systems, describes the experience. Watching AI tanks coordinate an attack is like watching a supernatural dance. They move in perfect formation without any communication delays. They share targets instantly. When one is damaged, the others adapt their tactics in real time. It's beautiful and absolutely terrifying at the same time. But the Iron Wolf isn't alone. Russia's Uran-9 combat robot, upgraded with advanced AI systems, can operate independently for weeks without human oversight. China's Type 59G unmanned tank uses machine learning to improve its combat effectiveness. With every engagement, the digital arms race has begun, and every major military power is scrambling to build machines that think. The thinking weapons. But what makes these machines truly revolutionary isn't their firepower. It's their ability to learn and adapt. Traditional tanks fight the same way every time. Human crews follow established tactics, use familiar strategies, and make decisions based on training and experience. They're predictable, which makes them vulnerable. AI tanks are different. They evolve with every engagement. Picture this scenario. An AI tank encounters a new type of enemy armor for the first time. Its initial shots don't penetrate. A human crew might retreat, call for backup, or try different ammunition types through trial and error. The AI tank does something extraordinary. It analyzes the armor composition through spectral analysis of the failed impacts, calculates the optimal ammunition type and impact angle, and shares this information instantly with every friendly unit in the area. The second shot penetrates perfectly. And now, every AI tank in the network knows exactly how to defeat this new threat. But it goes deeper than that. These systems are using predictive analytics to anticipate enemy behavior. The South Korean KFX AI system can analyze historical battle data, current enemy positions, terrain features, and weather conditions to predict where enemies are most likely to appear, and pre-position weapons accordingly. Dr. Emily Zhao, lead AI researcher at BAE Systems, explains, "We're not just building smarter weapons. We're building weapons that can think strategically. An AI tank doesn't just react to threats, it anticipates them, prepares for them, and often eliminates them before human crews even realize they exist." The implications are staggering. Imagine tank battles where one side is fighting ghosts, enemies that seem to know their every move before they make it, that counter their strategies before they're even fully formed, that learn from every mistake while never forgetting a lesson. And then there's swarm intelligence, the ability for multiple AI units to think and act as a single entity. When 20 AI tanks coordinate an attack, they're not 20 separate machines following a plan. They're 20 limbs of the same digital mind, executing a strategy too complex for human comprehension. The Chinese PLA has been testing swarm tactics with up to 50 autonomous vehicles operating as a single tactical unit. The coordination is so precise that they can execute flanking maneuvers that would be impossible for human crews to coordinate in real time. We're not just looking at better tanks. We're looking at a completely new form of warfare. But here's where the story takes a darker turn. As AI becomes more capable, military strategists are grappling with questions that have never been asked in human history. Should machines be allowed to make life and death decisions without human oversight? What happens when AI systems encounter situations they weren't programmed for? How do we maintain control over weapons that can think faster than we can? The U.S. Department of Defense has established what they call meaningful human control, the principle that humans must always be involved in lethal decisions. But that principle is being tested every day as AI systems become more autonomous and human reaction times become the limiting factor in combat effectiveness. Colonel Jennifer Walsh, who oversees AI integration at Fort Knox, faces this dilemma daily. We have systems that can identify, track, and engage targets faster and more accurately than any human crew. But we still require human authorization for lethal force. The problem is, by the time a human makes that decision, the tactical situation has usually changed completely. The solution? Hybrid systems that combine human judgment with artificial precision. The latest M1 Abrams prototype features an AI co-pilot system. The human crew maintains tactical command and makes critical decisions, but the AI handles target identification, fire control, navigation, and threat assessment. It's like having a supercomputer as your gunner, driver, and tactical advisor all rolled into one. But even these hybrid systems raise ethical questions. When the AI is providing recommendations for targets, calculating optimal engagement strategies, and essentially telling human crews what to do, who's really making the decisions? Staff Sergeant Mike Torres, who's been testing these systems, describes the experience. It's weird. The AI shows me targets I never would have seen, suggests tactics I never would have considered, and calculates shots I never could have made. I'm still pulling the trigger, but I'm basically following the machine's recommendations. It makes me a better soldier, but it also makes me wonder if I'm still really a soldier or just a biological component in a digital weapon system. While military ethicists debate the implications, the global arms race for AI supremacy is accelerating at breakneck speed. Russia's Marker unmanned ground vehicle has been testing autonomous combat operations in Syria, learning urban warfare tactics in real combat conditions. Their AI systems are literally being trained in active war zones, gaining combat experience faster than human soldiers could accumulate in decades. China's investment in military AI is staggering, over $7 billion annually, with the stated goal of achieving AI supremacy in military applications by 2030. Their latest systems can operate independently for months, making tactical decisions without any human input whatsoever. Israel, with its Iron Wolf and Trophy systems, is selling AI-enhanced armor to allies worldwide, spreading the technology faster than international regulations can keep up with. But here's the most chilling development. Some AI systems are already operating with full autonomous authority in certain situations. The Turkish Kargu-2 loitering munition, essentially a flying AI bomb, can hunt and destroy targets completely independent. It's been used in Libya, Syria, and other conflict zones. The first true killer robot to see widespread combat use. North Korea claims their latest tank designs feature AI systems that can operate without any external communication, completely independent weapons that make their own targeting decisions based on programmed parameters. The genie is out of the bottle, and there's no putting it back. Dr. Alexander Petrov, a former Russian military AI researcher, warns, "We're approaching a point where human commanders won't be commanding battles. They'll be supervising them. The AI will be making most tactical decisions, and humans will be reduced to setting strategic objectives and hoping the machines interpret them correctly." The question isn't whether AI will dominate future battlefields. It's whether humans will have any meaningful role in future warfare at all. So what does the immediate future hold? Based on current development timelines, here's what's coming in the next 5 years. 2026. Fully autonomous tank battalions begin field testing. No human crews, no remote operators, just AI machines making independent combat decisions. 2027. The first AI versus AI tank engagement occurs during a border skirmish. Human commanders watch helplessly as machines fight a battle too fast and complex for human comprehension. 2028. Swarm warfare becomes reality. Hundreds of small AI-controlled vehicles coordinate attacks that overwhelm traditional defenses through sheer numbers and digital coordination. 2029. The first thinking minefield, AI systems that can identify specific enemy vehicles, lie dormant until optimal targets appear, and adapt their attack patterns based on changing battlefield conditions. 2030. Complete battlefield AI. Every weapon, every sensor, every communication system connected in a vast digital network that can plan and execute military operations from the strategic level down to individual engagements. But perhaps the most terrifying development is already happening in research labs. AI systems that can design and manufacture their own upgrades. Machines that don't just learn from combat, they evolve their own capabilities in response to new threats. We're not just looking at the future of armored warfare, we're looking at the end of warfare as humans have known it for millennia. The age of AI warfare isn't coming, it's here, right now,
And
today. Military forces around the world are deploying systems that can think, learn, and kill without human intervention. The tanks of tomorrow aren't just better versions of today's machines, they're an entirely new species of weapon. Digital predators that never sleep, never fear, never hesitate, and never forget. The question isn't whether this technology will change warfare forever. It already has. The question is whether humanity is ready for a world where machines make life and death decisions faster than human minds can comprehend. One thing is certain. The future of warfare will be decided not by the bravest soldiers or the smartest generals, but by whoever builds the most intelligent machines. The AI revolution in armored warfare is here, and there's no going back. What do you think? Are we witnessing the birth of a new era of warfare, or the beginning of the end of human control over conflict? Should machines be allowed to make killing decisions? Drop your thoughts in the comments, while humans can still have this conversation. Hit subscribe for more deep dives into military technology that's reshaping our world. And remember, the future isn't coming, it's already here.